Welcome to Rose's Way. Excuse my appearance. I'm just, I threw it on and that's it. I'm just waiting for the bus. So, thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. I will never get, I don't think I can say subscribe properly the first time. I always want to say it. But, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for new subscribers. Thank you for my original family subscribers. Keep sharing. Keep passing it on. I appreciate it all. Yeah, it's been a few days. Usually I try to post within every 2 days or every 3 days, but with the storm that hit last week and now we're preparing for another storm, and I had to get towed twice because I got stuck on ice, got stuck in the ditch. Yeah, and I have winter tires on. I have all season tires on, yeah. Now my two front tires are literally stripped down because when I was trying to spin out and get out before I called the tow truck, oh my goodness. But I'm not the only one. If you walk along the street, you can see people stuck on ice. And today it's melting. And then tomorrow it's supposed to freeze again. So, oh my gosh, it's going to be just brutal. I'm waiting for the bus. But short story to tell you. So remember I told you a few vlogs ago that we had these kids hanging out in front of our building. For some reason, they chose our building to come and smoke drugs and carry on like crazy and do whatever they're doing. Well, I'm napping today for work, and guess what? My alarm clock doesn't go off, but what wakes me up, makes me jump out of my seat, are these loud kids and this smell coming from the lobby. Like, it was brutal, and I listened, and it was louder, and it was a bunch of kids, so I didn't want them to see my face at first, but then I thought, you know what? I pay a lot of money to live here, so do the rest of the tenants. And when they do this, it's almost like every other day they do it, right? They come, they smoke their drugs, they throw their garbage, they break delivery packages. They are just too much. So I said, no. I went outside today and I said, look, you guys, you can't. We have children in here. You block the doorway. You won't let people come in. You don't move out of the way for tenants. Why are you guys hanging out here? Like, we already called the police on you guys. So, and the neighbors have cameras. I have cameras. Like, what are you guys doing? Can you please stop smoking your drugs in the hallway? Find someplace else to go. Would you believe that there was about 10 to 12 of them today? And they literally said to me, no, we don't have to leave. I said, yes, you're on private property. What are you guys doing? Why don't you choose another building? Why don't you choose another street? Why don't you go somewhere? Why don't you go to your home? How would you like us to come to your house and do crazy stuff in front of one kid's like, oh, with attitude? Oh, I wouldn't mind. My parents let me smoke drugs. Sure they do. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they really do. And if they do, you should be taken away from them because look what's happening to you. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, give us a break, guys. You guys come in here almost every day and you're smoking that stuff. You're stinking up our homes. We pay rent here. You guys don't. So, you know, it has to, you gotta stop. You gotta stop because we're told to call the police if you guys continue doing this. Well, I go, you guys are minors. One kid's like, I'm not a minor. I said, I'm thinking in my head, dummy. If you know what I mean, I'm not a minor. You're bragging what? That you're 19? Well, what are you doing being 19 years old, loitering in a lobby and it's a building that doesn't belong to you, smoking drugs and making a mess in our building? Get a grip, get a life. So I said to them, you know what? It has to stop because you guys, once you guys leave here, the place is a mess. Our lobby's a mess. And the drug smell is brutal. You guys are loud. You're waking up children. You're waking up people who are sleeping for work. I said, you guys got to stop doing that. Oh, yeah. Would you believe they stood there? They stood there and wouldn't leave. I had to call the owner of the building. He had to call the police. Right? And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I had to leave another exit because they were all hanging out in the front. And I was not about to deal with them. I'm not going to deal with them because I should not be afraid to live in my building or in my apartment where I pay rent. Do you know what I mean? I work hard and I pay rent for me and my children. So it was like I could get frustrated, I could get overwhelmed, but what was the point? They're not going to listen. They have no respect at all. The amount of dirty looks I was getting from the girls and the young kids between the ages of 15 to 19 was ridiculous. But I'm telling you this, I'm putting it out there. They're going to continue coming. And if they challenge me or they try to say anything to me, because after I spoke to them, I walked down the street to go get my daughter from school. And I went into our neighborhood pizzeria, Rebecca's. And some of those kids were hanging out in that pizzeria. They saw me, and would you believe that they videoed me? I said, go ahead, make sure you capture this moment. Because if anything happens to me or my child or any of the other tenants in the building, I'm gonna call the police and we're all gonna press charges. And the owner of Rebecca said that they do that too, and they have to kick them out of their restaurant because they go in there, they hang out, they're vulgar, they don't respect anybody. And that's our neighborhood. Unfortunately, it used to be a really nice neighborhood, but these kids are pulling it down. But I guarantee you their parents don't know how they're acting on the street. When they go home, they're totally different. They're totally different. But what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? They keep doing what they're doing. Eventually, something will happen where they want to get rid of something and somebody else is pesting them. They're going to see how it feels. But at this moment, they just don't care. They literally looked me in my face and said, so? Big deal. I said, pick somewhere else. Pick somewhere else. Because what you guys are doing right now is disrespectful. And the smell is just disgusting. It's disgusting. And you've got a lot of families in here who work the night shift or afternoon shift, and they need their sleep. And our children need to feel safe. Oh, I'm like, no, stop. Just stop. Just leave, guys. And they wouldn't leave. So by the time I got back, the owner called me and said, that he'd call the police. The police were there. Police said now they want some more information from the tenants, and they've been identified. These kids don't get it. They think, oh, they're cool smoking drugs and loitering somewhere they're not supposed to be, but it's not cool. It's just pure dumb. Dumb. Simple. Trucks are all out trying to move as much snow as possible before the next storm hits this week. Oh my goodness. I'm happy that they're moving the snow. Because with that storm, if the storm does hit Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and piled on top of all the old snow, oh my. Oh yeah? There's a big puddle there, so you gotta be careful. Careful. So, I brought Isabella to you. As you can see when I have the sign outside, it's Rebecca's. It's our neighborhood pizzeria. This place is owned by the two brothers. They own another one down the street, and she felt like having a grilled, I think it's grilled, hamburger, and it's a trio. And so yeah, so she wants for dinner, so that's what she's gonna get. So come on, let's start to figure out what we're gonna do and what we're gonna get. All right, come. What's with the face? Because you don't feel good? See, you have to eat your lunch.
But I still want to go to the book fair tomorrow.
You want to go to the book fair tomorrow, but you don't feel good today. We'll see how you feel in the morning. How's that sound? Yeah? Okay. Hopefully, prayer and sleep through the night, get a good night's sleep, and get up in the morning all refreshed and revived, right? Okay. Samu? Crush? Orange? Or do you want Fanta? Hi, hon. No, no, baby. Sit, sit, sit. Thank you. Enjoy. Open the door. It landed on your can?
No, on my face.
Your straw just touched the door. Okay, water. Okay, stay there. Stay here. That way. Okay, no, right here, Isabella. Just stand in line. I'll be right back. Stay there. You should have had that finished and put it in the garbage because I don't want them to think that you got it from here. The garbage is there. Water. Thank you.
Jolly Rancher.
I don't know if they're still open or not. I'm looking for a treadmill though. Do you see it? No, that's vacuum cleaner. There's no aerobics equipment in there. I don't see any. Or elliptical. No, it's mostly.
There's guitars in there.
Oh yeah, they do have guitars, but it's better if you buy your own. No, we're not going in. We're going home. We'll come back another day. Because it's better if you get a new guitar instead of a used guitar. Oh, they're making shish taouk here. But I'd rather stick with our boys at Rebecca's. Careful, it's slippery.